Los Angeles, California, we're the Mad Scientist Party Hour.
Oh, hello there, friends! Welcome back to another episode of Mad Scientist Party Hour. My name is Kevin Kraft, joined by a man whose pants and underwear are currently shoved up his ass, and now he's wagging his boner in all of our faces. That's Geoff Clark.
What's up, Illuminati?
And beaming to us from the Earth's core, the bearded booger-eating mole man known as Shuddy Boy.
Yo! Crap, crap.
All right. Back at it. Those poo heads fucking back at it again. I had a little bit of an interesting week again. What about you guys?
What are the highlights of my week?
Nutted on a shit.
Went with a burrito instead of McDonald's post Wednesday basketball.
It's nice to see you growing as a human.
Yeah. I actually finally played well, too. I've sucked the last few times out there, but the jump shot was falling, and it was a celebratory burrito instead of misery McDonald's, which I've been eating recently. I actually went into the McDonald's line. It was just not worth it. I didn't feel like waiting that long. So
I mean,
went to the,
they have giant iPads
the burrito
now.
spot.
You can just
You missed out the Jujutsu Kaisen special grade garlic sauce that McDonald's had last week for the McNuggets was
Wait, what?
fucking bomb.
They did a Jujutsu Karen crossover?
They did. They did.
Man, even Geoff has seen that one.
I know.
Shout out to Dragon Ball
I
Queef.
only go back to my notes to see how I...
You did not like it. You did not like it.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for clearing that up for
By the
me.
way, speaking of Dragon Ball Queef, new one came out on Friday where Geoff and I watched High Score Girl. And that was also very goofy. Not as violent as Jujutsu Karen. I'm surprised that McDonald's is doing partnerships with like super violent anime. Man, life just keeps on getting more and more interesting, huh? What a weird timeline we live in.
They did partnerships with rappers, so...
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, and now for the 50th anniversary, all sauce containers are going to be shaped like vaginas in honor of the re-release of Caligula. All nuggets are going to be dick-shaped. All sauces will be white. The
So
containers,
right now,
kuchanas.
if you want to get all of the variants of the Jujutsu Kaisen special grade garlic sauce from McDonald's, it looks like you can get them for about $32 or higher on eBay.
For the set or each?
No, for the set.
Yeah.
So it's 8 sauces.
No shit.
That's kind of what McDonald's charged for them anyways.
But it was really fucking good. It was enjoyable as shit.
It was
Not
like a
not
garlic...
enjoyable as shit. It was enjoyable as fuck.
It's like dunking a chicken nugget right in the shit.
It was like a garlic aioli.
No, it was like an Asian garlic sauce. So it was brown.
See, but all the stupid shit that I see on social media, why did that never hit my radar? I get shown the dumbest fucking things all the time. I usually get shown anytime there's some weird specialty food or, I mean, you know, I watch anime. Sometimes the algorithm's like, hey, look at this shit. You probably like this, you dickless fucking dweeb, huh? Huh? You like this McDonald's sauce? You eunuch? I actually would have gotten some nuggets and tried it out. Rat bastards.
It was delightful.
Yeah, dude. Did you
I
ever
can't
try
believe-
the... Sorry, go ahead.
I can't believe they only had it for a week.
That's really weird. Because I
Or
imagine
less than
it's
a week because it
expensive
came
to,
out. it came out last Tuesday, and Draven, when I picked them up from work, got McDonald's, and they didn't have it already. So it hasn't even been a week.
Man,
Think they still have it in Japan?
I hope so.
I don't know.
Man, so I know I haven't had any John Cooper updates lately, which sucks, and I still really don't have any. But I was like, all right, well, in the meantime, I'll get some posters printed out and look into setting up like an online shop to sell them, because right when that picture went up, when I first got the finalized poster art, people really liked it. Lots of comments, people asking how they could buy them, and I was like, you know what, maybe that'll help keep people interested in the meantime while the one streaming service we had a connection to twiddles their thumbs and refuses to make a decision. Maybe that'll just keep the interest alive. So I go to they sent me the invoice. I found a good printing place, and I clicked the link to pay the bill, and I fill out all the forms because they're like, if you pay with a credit card, it's an extra 3% on top of your order. I'm like, God damn it, I'm not in the standing to deal with margins like that. So you have to like
margins are too thin.
Yeah, 3%. Come on. So they're like, all right, if you link your bank account and just pay it direct from your bank account, there's no extra fees. But the online form was like all fucked up, and I'm like, I had everything filled out, and it kept saying like error, but it wouldn't tell me where the error was. There was nothing that had like no fields had an exclamation mark next to it. Couldn't figure it out, and I just emailed the people, and I'm like, look, your website's broken, and I don't want to pay an extra 3%, so I'm just going to drive to you guys in the morning and hand you a check, because the printing place is in West Hollywood, not that far of a drive. So I wake up, I hit the road in the morning, I'm stopped at a light by the Hollywood Bowl, and then out of nowhere, blah, get fucking creamed. Some Jeep just obliterated me. Like, hit me so hard, I flew into the car in front of me. But luckily, no damage.
But you stayed in your car, right?
I did.
Let's clarify that.
I stayed in my car. No airbags came out. My neck, I got like chicken necked a little bit. But like there was no damage to the car in front of me. There was no damage to the front of my car. So I was like, all right. Because I feel like even if you're stopped at a traffic light and someone rams you into the car in front of you, you're on the hook for that car. But like when I got out and I'm talking to the guy in the Jeep and trading information and all that stuff, the guy that was in front of me, he just slinked away and fucking bounced. I was like, oh shit.
You didn't hit him, right?
I did hit him, yeah.
Oh, I think, well, okay, there's no damage
just no
then,
damage. But yeah, my car flew into his car. I don't know how.
Well,
I lucked out, but...
So there had to be damage to his car, no?
You think,
yeah, I'm confused on how this happened.
Well, no, the dude probably bounced because he shouldn't have been on the road and didn't want to be there when the police arrived. For whatever reason.
If there is no damage, you definitely don't want to just stick around and wait in that shithole.
Yeah, because that happened to me before. I was in the same situation a few years ago, but I was the front car, and someone hit me. And then I looked, and that guy had no damage to the front of his car. I had no damage to my bumper, and the other two people had a lot of damage to their cars. And I was like, "Later, suckers," and just fucking.
Oh, so you pulled the same move?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean. You don't want to sit there and wait for however long to like verify that your car's fine. You know,
yeah.
Just like
I looked at it, no damage. All right, no sense in adding more bullshit to this whole insurance process. So like, the guy that hit me was driving a Jeep, and he had like his bumper was like that plastic rubber shit with like two almost like square boobies on the front. And this guy must have been on his fucking phone, because there was no brake sounds, there was no screeching, just ka-ka, just fucking plowed right into me. So I look at his car, and he just has like a scuff on one of the little square boobies sticking out of the Jeep bumper. So that just did all the damage to me. I was the only car that got damage in a 3-car accident. So
sounds like your luck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he hit me so hard that my back bumper split, like the seam split on it, like it tore. It's all mashed in. You know, the bar that's inside the bumper, that thing is just completely fucking pressed in to the point where my trunk popped open and the trunk doesn't shut. So the metal of the trunk got caved in at such a sharp angle that it broke. And then the latch doesn't line up with the latch inside the trunk anymore. Like that got pushed in and like angled forward. So it just, trunk doesn't shut, bumper is fucked. So I just like, all right, well, I will just go on with my day, called the insurance, went to the poster place, and then the next day, you know, my insurance worked pretty quick with getting me an appointment at a body shop, and I got a rental car. So I go and I drop my car off at the repair place, and dude took one look at it, and he like pulled the bumper and saw that like the metal piece inside was completely squished in. He's like, Jesus Christ, that guy really fucking nailed you, huh? I'm like, yeah. I was just stopped at a light, and boom, my behind got destroyed.
How many accidents have you been in out here?
3? I think 3.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but man, and then, you know, the whole getting a rental car, it was kind of crazy. I drive a Malibu, and they were just like, oh, we have a Malibu on the lot. So I'm driving essentially the same car. It's just the color is gold, so it's tacky as fuck. But like going through the whole insurance thing and filling out the paperwork, and they were like, so your insurance covers $30 a day, which is what this car is. And they were like, do you want to get insurance on it? I was like, well, how much is the insurance? And they were like, $22 a day. I was like, get the fuck out of here. Like, my car is pretty fucked, so I could have this rental car for quite some time. What if it's a month? I'm not paying $22 a day for a fucking month. And then she was like, all right, do you want the other insurance that's like $8 a day? I'm like, so wait a second. There are some people getting double insurances, paying $30 a day on top of the $30 a day for the rental car. She's like, oh, yeah, and there's also tax on it, and your insurance company doesn't cover tax, so you have to pay the tax of the car rental for every day you have it. I'm like, man. And I also got to pay a $500 deductible for the damage on my car. Like, insurance is such a fucking scam, man. It's like a scam inside of a scam inside. It's a fucking scam ducking. You know,
yeah, dude. So
you know that big bill that
sorry.
I pay every month? That's my deductible, you fuck. Pay for my repairs. All of them. Eat my shit.
So listen to this fucking shit.
I love the way you started that.
My brother and his lady went down to Coronado this weekend, San Diego. She had some sort of work thing she had to do.
Yeah, Coronado's awesome.
So, say it again.
Coronado's awesome. I love that place.
Yeah. My brother just like hung out in the hotel room and you know, they did stuff at night, but like had the whole day to himself. So he rode the ferry from Coronado to the Gaslight District and did some cool stuff around San Diego. Anyways, while he was there, someone stole his bike out of his backyard that's like gated and has a big fence. So someone hopped the fucking the fence and then got the bike over the fence and stole it.
Oh my God.
Mind you, he lives in a nice neighborhood.
Yeah.
Like it's all like, it's mostly homes. He lives in a duplex with, you know, the landlord is the duplex owner, and she lives in the other part of it. And like, it's a nice neighborhood, but it's fucked. Like, we just bought that for him for his birthday a couple weeks ago. I was making the joke that we were going to ride around Long Beach as badasses, but apparently not. He's definitely not a badass now that he got his fucking bike jacked and has no way to get it back. But of course, he has renter's insurance, and a renter's insurance told him to, yeah, fuck you, essentially. Like, you have $1,000 deductible. The bike doesn't cost that much. So they're not going to cover it at all.
Yeah, isn't that fucking
Um,
wild?
yeah. It's just like, what does renter's insurance cover?
And every place requires it. So like you're forced into this thing.
So
And then they
essentially,
anytime you need it, they tell you to go fuck your own ass.
yeah. So essentially, for my renter's insurance to have any value, the roof of my apartment needs to cave in onto my car, like in the garage, right? That's essentially it.
Yeah.
It's the only way renter's
Well,
insurance
no.
matters.
Well, no. If you, I mean, it really depends on what your deductible is. But like if your apartment gets robbed and all your TVs, your PlayStation 5, your laptop all gets stolen, your renter's insurance will cover that. They'll if it's $5,000 worth of stuff, they'll give you 4 grand because you have $1,000 deductible.
Sure, that's
Yeah.
fair.
So, I mean, it's not ideal to have $1,000 deductible, but if more than $1,000 worth of stuff gets stolen, then it's fine. It's the same with a car accident. If you have a $500 deductible and it's $200 worth of damage, you're boned. They're not covering that. Or if it's $600, you have to pay $500 of it.
Right.
Yeah, that's how they got me with my renter's insurance when my ceiling did in fact fall down.
Now, let's not even talk about health insurance deductibles.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
want to talk about that.
Yeah. Hey,
Like
whoever is running for president, you want to eliminate deductibles? I got your fucking back. Fucking scam artists. Scams. It's all fucking scams. Why is everybody after our buttholes? They stink and poop comes out of it. Leave us alone. Trying to live my damn life. But yeah, I haven't heard anything back from the body shop. So I have no fucking clue how long I'm going to be driving this rental. And you know what? But like when you get a rental, you always get like the wackest version of the car. It's like, man, this car's a fucking 2022. How does that have hand crank windows?
Wait, does it really?
It might as well. It might as well. It's crazy. My
Man.
car is a 2018. This is a 2022, and my car looks like it's 15 years newer on the inside than this rental.
because it's just the most basic, cheapest version of the car you can get, probably.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
just the regular old fleet version. Like that's the car some schlub that's a pharmaceutical rep is having to drive around every day to
shit.
work.
Whoa. Did you hear that? They started playing Sheengate. Why does that button still even exist?
Sheengate.
I thought you don't have any control over the buttons, anyways.
I mean, I could delete them. I can't.
okay, you
I can't
can't
move
add
them
any.
around. I can add them. I can't move them around. I can't position
Huh.
them together. So I have like a cluster of like, all right, I know what section this is. This is Geoff talking about food. This is Shuddy talking about boogers. Can't do it. I can just make pages. But I guess we should have started with this. It's kind of like become our little warm up thing. But we got a couple locked and loaded in the chamber, ready to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for today's random brain question.
All right, Shuddy, you go first. You go first.
I didn't know there were others.
Oh, yeah, I got one.
What are what's your guys' take on the Beastie Boys and their catalog? We don't discuss them very much, so I'm listening to Hello Nasty.
Yeah, they
this
haven't
week.
put anything out in a while, Shuddy.
Well, I know that, but
I grew up loving the Beastie Boys, and I still hold a special place in my heart for them.
Yeah. I mean, I had ill communications as a kid when that came out, and
Fucking rules.
I wore that CD out.
Hello Nasty kicks ass.
Paul's Boutique?
Bodega, boutique, or boutique, excuse me.
Paul's Bodega.
Bitch ass Paul's Bodega.
Um, why am I the first one? That's License to Ill, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so License to Ill, Paul's Boutique. Um, I feel like I'm missing a big one too. Hello Nasty,
Check Your Head.
Check Your Head.
Ill,
What's
Didn't
Ill
Check Your Head come out
Communication.
first?
right?
What'd you say?
I thought Check Your Head came out first. It was. Oh no. Never
No,
mind.
License to Ill, Paul's
Did you guys?
Boutique, Check Your
Did you?
Head, Ill Communication, Hello Nasty.
Okay.
Did
To the
you
five,
like? I was gonna ask you if you liked that one.
which one? To the Five Boroughs?
Yeah,
Very much.
I
Um,
liked it.
uh, because I'm listening to Hello Nat. So I don't want to say I have a complicated relationship with the Beastie Boys, but for the longest time, I never listened to any of the instrumentals on any of the albums.
Mixmaster Mike.
So I'm finally at the point where I listen to them and I'm like, holy fuck, this is awesome. And going through this listen of Hello Nasty, I don't think even last year when I listened to Hello Nasty around its anniversary of its release date, I listened to the instrumentals near the or that song with Lee Scratch Perry at the end of the album. And I listened to it straight through, and I think Hello Nasty might officially be my favorite Beastie Boys record.
Wow, that's a bold statement.
I
Yeah.
also recently listened to Hot Sauce Committee Part 2 for the first time. And that is a tremendous album.
Is this all
Hot-
coming from Yo Shuddy Boy Raps?
It
Right
is,
up.
yes. Yes. That's the last album they released, Geoff.
I fucking didn't even realize that. I'm
You
looking
should
at
re-
it now, and I've never even heard of it,
It's really fucking good.
which bums
And
me out.
I read the Beastie Boys book. They were crazy with this album. They didn't sample anybody, but they created fake samples. So they created the music, but made it samples. I'm not going to explain this right, because
Give
believe
it a
it or
shot
not, I'm
then.
a little stoned. But they created fake backstories for these songs they sampled that are just songs that they made specifically to sample for the songs on Hot Sauce Committee Part 2. So they like created full songs to sample snippets of, and then gave them fake song titles and wrote fake sampling credits in the liner notes for every song on the record.
Yeah, Shuddy Boy, you're like a Beastie Boy historian. We're gonna have to just call you
Yeah.
Beastie Boy instead of Shuddy Boy.
BC Boy biographer.
No,
Three B's.
as I said, that came directly from the book Ad Rock and Mike D wrote. That is not knowledge I had prior to that.
Well, Shuddy Boy, you're gonna feel like a real fucking idiot when you hear my random brain question because it's
Probably so much better than mine was.
so much deeper and meaningful. So, if a scientist had a bunch of caterpillars and collected all their poop and made a pile of caterpillar poop that could fill a bucket, do you think it would stink?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yes, I do. And
All right, please explain.
the math I'm using is that there was an episode of Dirty Jobs where he went to a bug place that raised exotic bugs and cleaned a cage that had massive amounts of bug poop in it, and it smelled.
He could smell all the bug poop.
Yes.
Because I'm guessing if you went into a cave and there was a shitload of bats in there, and they're all pooping all over the place, spraying their fucking guano. That would probably be stinky. Right? So
yeah, I mean, I think
their poop
whenever you have a bucket full of any creature's excrement, there's going to be a funk to it.
See, I thought maybe, just maybe, caterpillar poop is so small that, like, stink fibers can't even get to it. So, like, even if
when you have that much of it in one place,
I'm going to need Mythbusters to get on this because I don't believe you, Shuddy. I think even it might smell like a leaf. That might be as big as it gets. You just smell like a leaf, but it's a bucket of caterpillar shit.
So I know how I came up with my random brain question. Quite literally, how did what caused this to pop into your head?
I don't know. Probably weed. I think I was high. Oh, you know what? I think I was walking under trees and like a little bean fell on me, like some tiny eensy weensy little doink landed on me, and I'm like, wow, I wonder if some bug just took a shit on me. And then I was like, if anything took a shit on you, it would probably stink. But if a bug took a shit on you, wow, how much caterpillar poop would you need to make it stink? And then I was like, you know what? I have to ask the guys. They're the only people that have the answer to this question.
So, but you were also high at the time, correct?
I think so.
Okay. Now all the dots connect. Geoff, what the fuck was... Geoff, what's your take on this?
How much caterpillar poop would need to happen?
No. Oh, well, yeah, I guess that's...
I mean, I would have to, I don't know, like an animal, like a regular animal size. Like if enough caterpillar poop accumulated to where it was the size of little mamas, it'd probably stink. What the fuck? What the fuck do I know? Exactly what the minimum?
No. Kevin said if the question was if you had a bucket full of caterpillar poop, would it smell?
Of course.
You think it would be green?
Why did you pick that color? No. I don't.
Because of the leaves. That's why he picked it. Because caterpillars eat leaves. Leaves are green.
Then yeah, I guess you got me there. I guess it would have to be green.
So, what color is caterpillar poop? Is a autofill question on Google.
How many words into that sentence did you have to get before it autofilled caterpillar poop?
What color is caterpillar P? The letter P. And then first one is what color is caterpillar poop? Then what color is caterpillar P? Then what color caterpillar is poisonous?
All very important questions. Listed in order of their importance.
Then the fourth one is what color is caterpillar poop color is spelled the European way.
Oh. Do any of those answer the question?
Well, let me hit enter.
It's a very important part of Googling.
Well, we are, you can tell we're Gentiles and not into the science of caterpillar poop, as we are referring to it as caterpillar poop and not its AKA of
butterfly
frass.
Poop?
No, frass. Frass.
Sassafras.
So wait, that's what their poop is called? Frass?
Caterpillar poop, also known as frass.
Does any other life form have its own name for its shit? Is frass shared? Like, do mosquitoes shoot frass out of their ass?
Oh, you're just saying bats have guano, right?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Thank you, Ace Ventura, for teaching me that. Okay, so there's guano, there's frass. All right, hold on. I'm going to do a little bit of Googling on my own. I'm going to do it on my phone because if I do it on the laptop, it'll fuck with the goddamn Zoom. But, okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to think here without Googling it.
I Googled it, so.
Do you have, are there more options or are we just wasting our time here?
No, there's others. I'm trying to figure out what animal this belongs to so I can ask you guys.
I just keep... My Google results were how to identify animal droppings.
What kind of animal poop is called spraint?
Spraint?
Spraint. S-P-R-A-I-N-T.
That sounds like something Medea would say. Like, ouch, I sprained my ankle. Supposedly,
on wildlifetrusts.org, how to identify poo, it says that fresh spraint smells like jasmine tea.
So that is... So what animal shoots out spraint?
I'm asking you guys to guess.
Oh, okay. All right. If it smells floral...
I'm going to guess an ostrich.
God damn it, Geoff. Take this seriously, please.
Can we take this seriously? I'll shampoo my ball sack every now and then. I don't know. I think one of the troubles I've been having this golf betting season has been paralysis by analysis. Ostrich was the first thing that came to my head, so I'm firing. Let's go, ostrich.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's not too bad because they have wings, and bats have wings, and they have a special poop name. So, not terrible. Not terrible. I think it has
to be like a bird poop.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to go with moth. Moth shit.
Well, by the rules of all of our other games using the alphabet...
Oh, that's how we're doing this?
Geoff is closest because it is otter poop. Otter poop.
You think I know what herring means?
And I mean, if we have to look at it, I think probably an ostrich is closer to an otter than a moth is.
What the fuck is a manatee? I mean, totally. An otter. We all know what an otter is. Kevin, why don't you tell us again? Or remind the Puminati.
You know, I think we should do it kind of like Crafter Geoff. I need you to tell us what this meal is.
You don't know what an otter is, Geoff?
It's definitely not a mammal.
Well, I mean, do you have a pen and paper nearby where you could do an artist rendition of an otter and show it to us?
Listen.
I think you do.
You're not going to attack me in two different ways on this. No, my art sucks and my knowledge of animals isn't good. I'll let you get one, and we'll stick with the animals. We're not doing art.
I can't believe you would do that to the Puminati. So damn
Dude,
selfish.
I'm not going to try to draw. I know it doesn't have whiskers. Well, actually, I'm not confident. I'm not confident in that.
I will say it doesn't have whiskers. It's not a mammal.
I feel like an otter is kind of like a sea lion.
It definitely doesn't live in water. It has wings.
No, I actually would guess that it lives in water partially.
Actually, what if we do this the other way? Geoff, you describe it to me, and I will be like, an otter stole your wallet, and I will be the sketch artist.
It's kind of like a penguin, and that has flaps and feet. So let's start with that.
All right, hold on. Okay.
I think it goes penguin, otter, sea lion. So an otter is it's a penguin without the tuxedo look. So it's just a one color, and it's tinier than the sea lion. Excuse me.
All right, Sorry, I was busy drawing the other stuff. What does its head look like?
Again, I'm going back to a sea lion.
A little bit like Martin Short.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know how to give you a fucking police sketch of
Well,
this,
like,
or even.
its facial features. Nose. Is it like an innie, an outie, human-like, dog-like? Um,
I think it's kind of dog-like. It almost has like a beak.
okay. So it's dog-like with a beak.
Yeah, it's got flaps instead of arms. It
Okay.
does have legs,
What about its eyes?
but
No, no
they're
whiskers.
short, stubby. I am gonna guess whiskers. That's gonna be my
Okay.
one, I guess, hot take on the otter
All right. I gave this guy some
police
whiskers.
sketch.
All right. I have its mouth. I have its nose. Um, what about its ears? Human-like, earless, no ears whatsoever. Do they go up like a Doberman Pinscher?
Yeah, part of me thinks they could be like dog ears, but the other part of me is going the complete opposite way and saying no ears. I'm gonna go no ears.
You got to commit. Okay, no ears. What about eyeballs?
No eyes. No, I'm just kidding.
No eyes.
Yeah, that's I don't know. It's regular eyes, big beak, regular eyes, no ears, all one color. We'll go dark gray, flaps, short stubby legs.
Okay, I should have asked.
Profile similarly to a penguin and a sea lion, and it's in the middle.
I should have asked more about the beak. Is it like a pointy beak, like a little chirpy bird, or is it like a duck bill, like like Donald Duck?
More like a duckbill.
More like a duck. Fuck. All right, hold on. I have to redo this, but I can do it quick.
I think it would be fun if any of the Puminati who are listening to this would also make their attempt at drawing this creature Geoff is describing for us. I would very much like to see that.
I still have no idea what the fuck this thing is. And I
Don't
have
worry.
no idea.
You'll know.
I mean,
You're gonna know immediately when I show you this picture, Geoff.
I can't wait to see this.
All right, people of YouTube, you are in luck. All right, hold
this
on
is this is the police rendering of the details given to them by Geoff Clark.
here. All right, hold on. Oh wow, man, this
I think
like
this
a,
otter could be involved in the octopus killings. I don't know if you guys seen that documentary.
a duck.
Probably not.
A duckbill has really thrown this drawing for a fucking loop. All right, hold on. I got to get the whiskers back in.
It doesn't have as I mean you're already doing it, but it doesn't have as like I guess pronounced of a bill as like a duck, but it does trend towards duckish. Oh,
Okay.
Reese's peanut butter has Reese's coming out with like protein Reese's cups.
Wait, what?
'Cause
Yeah,
I love
like,
Reese's Pieces.
It's like a protein bar meets a Reese's peanut butter cup.
Reese PC.
All right. I have Jeff's. What do they call these sketch again, Shuddy?
Composite sketches.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
He knows what that is, but doesn't know what a fucking otter is.
I have
Yeah,
Jeff's.
dude, I watch a lot of true crime documentaries. I don't watch any fucking Discovery Channel stuff.
All right, are you ready for Jeff's description, my drawing of what Geoff sees an otter as? All right, here we go. Hopefully the camera will do it justice.
I mean, the arms a little long, but yeah, that's kind of what I'm going with. It kind of looks like a Homer Simpson version of a sea lion. And
Yeah.
that's a good job by the sketch artist.
Well, it's an
'cause
otter.
That's kind of what I
It's
was
an
going
otter.
for.
It's not a sea lion. It's an otter.
Well, I feel like an otter is either a smaller sea lion or a bigger penguin.
So it looks like a penguin with Homer Simpson's mouth and human feet. And it was really hard to connect the dog nose and the duck beak. That you really threw me for a loop on that one. Okay.
I think the arms should be shorter, and I don't think an otter has toes. I didn't say that. I didn't say toes. You added those.
I mean, you just kind of just said, "Oh, it's got feet."
Feet.
So I drew feet.
I mean, it's got feet.
All right, I drew feet like you have feet.
All right, should I show them what an otter is?
All right, let's do it. Let's do the side by side. Although it's gonna shrink me.
Yeah. Put up a lineup of animals. That's what we should have did. It does have whiskers.
It's got whiskers.
I kind of nailed it.
What the fuck are you talking
mammal.
about?
It's a fucking mammal, not a penguin.
It's a mammal. It has tiny little hands. It has a long tail. I should ask you about the tail. It's basically a fucking water ferret. And you made me draw a Homer Simpson penguin.
Dude, I am taking that as a win. I said it had whiskers, and that was my hottest take.
Hey guys,
I said the arm. Said the arms were too long. I had no idea about a tail. I was never going to get there on that.
Everybody who's listening to this right now, if you like this and are not subscribed to the Patreon, please go subscribe because we'll be revisiting a new animal in Shuddy Boys fucking news that we'll get to talk to Geoff about.
Every time an animal comes up and you don't know what it is, Geoff, we got to revisit this and have you direct me, and I will draw the animal from your memory.
I thought it was pretty good.
I mean,
I guess
you didn't make it look like
the whiskers.
You didn't give it scales. You didn't give it like eagle wings or anything.
Did that thing have? That thing didn't have scales, right?
No,
nope.
It's a fucking. It's got fur. It's a fucking mammal.
Can you pull it up again? Again with this mammal talk, I don't even know what you mean. Can you pull it up again? Does it have ears?
Yes, it has ears. Otters are like one of the cutest mammals alive. Like, look at those.
It does have eyes. Nailed it.
By the way, I guess I should show everybody my first drawing before, because I just assumed that Geoff wanted it to have a beak, like a little bird, like a robin or something. So I did finish that rendition as well.
I kind of thought it would look like a dog. That's what I almost wanted to say, like a dog, like almost like a little mama protruding face. So that's the right way to explain.
I mean, that would have been closer than what we got.
Yeah, because this is the first drawing.
I mean, it's not bad. The arm's a little long. Again, so my two big predictions are, I guess, identifying features of an otter was going to be short arms and whiskers, and I got both of those right.
We need to do an MSPH shirt of that creature and name it the Clark Otter.
Oh yeah,
like he discovered a new species.
Dude, like Dr. Moreau, just invent a Clark Otter on a fucking island.
It's just like an abomination. It's like a ferret mixed with a human. Look upon my creation.
Yeah.
Well,
tough crowd.
That was fun.
That was a lot of fun. Lot
Geoff,
of fun.
Do you know what a sea anemone is?
A what? A sea anemone?
A sea anemone.
It's like the Somalian pirates.
Not a sea.
Yeah, the Somali pirates are a sea enemy. You're right.
But
he said sea anemone, which is a creature.
I've never heard of that before in my life. No.
All right.
Not a mammal.
Something has to be popping up in your head, so describe it to me.
I don't even know exactly what you're saying. Are you saying sea anemone?
Combined an enemy, a sea enemy with an enema.
No, just an enemy. An enemy.
Sea anemone.
Yes.
Anemone. Anemone.
What is its country of
Dude,
origin?
Okay.
I believe in you.
If I know pretty much nothing about animals, I know absolutely nothing about sea life. As we kind of, well, actually, I guess an otter isn't as a mammal. Really.
Let's go through it. Bottom to top.
Fucking sea
Bottom to top.
anemone. I feel like a starfish. It's got to be some sort of starfish.
All right. So, are you just picturing a normal 5-point starfish? Like Patrick?
I am no whiskers.
Like Patrick from SpongeBob?
I never watched SpongeBob, but sure. I don't know who the fuck Patrick is.
So, a starfish. I mean, there has to be some reason it's called a sea anemone and not a starfish. So, like, what are the differences?
Yeah, dude, you're asking me things I can't even describe. I don't know how to talk about a fucking sea anemone. Anemone. I'm a simple person. I'm a simple person. The differences. Dude, I don't know. I tap. What the fuck? What is it? What's a sea anemone?
A sea anemone?
Kevin, do you know what it is?
Yeah. So a sea anemone, you're actually not like miles apart, but you're also not close either.
Okay, Geoff, what do you know about?
Don't like where this is going.
Clownfish.
Fucking nothing. Ibericos? Like there's in my head there is a sliver of a chance that a clownfish does not exist, and you're just fucking with me just to see what I would say.
No, Geoff. A clownfish is the same is Nemo from Finding Nemo. Those are clownfish. They're
another movie I've never seen.
The little
orange and white striped ones that you always see videos of swimming through these things like tentacly things.
Okay. I don't watch videos on that, but fair enough.
That was a fake okay. He doesn't know.
Yeah, I have no idea.
You often see clownfish and sea anemones near each other. It's basically just those,
like a seahorse?
You know the things outside of car dealerships, the flailing arm guy? It's basically that if it was just like a penis tube. It's a bunch of penis tubes.
Like if you asked me what that fish was, I could have 50 guesses and I wouldn't land on clownfish.
But you do recognize them, right? Like you do recognize the fish.
No. It looks like every other fucking fish. I mean, I know it's not a goldfish. Kind of. If you were like, it's actually the father of a goldfish, I'd be like, oh, okay, cool.
Nope, these are saltwater fish.
It hooked up with a white fish and got that gold color.
Do you think I know what herring means?
The clownfish hooks up with a white fish and then it gets a goldfish? I don't know.
You are a treasure to humanity, Geoff.
You guys really got me stumped here. I don't even feel bad about it. I don't know shit about sea life. It's kind of, and I have one of these kind of conversations with someone every time I go to a beach where it's just like, I've been in the Pacific Ocean twice and I've lived out here for close to 13 years now.
I want to eat like, 10 to 20 milligrams worth of edibles and go to the Long Beach Aquarium with you and just be like, oh, what the fuck is that? Oh, look at that monster.
That would be cool. I would be into that. Like getting high and going to the aquarium. But
yeah, Carl did that on our anniversary one year. Which got baked and walked around the Long Beach Aquarium, and it was delightful. It was very nice.
Fun. That's a great date.
Yeah. We kind of pulled that one out of our ass last minute. We were like, wow, can't believe what a good idea that turned out to be.
Good shit, dude.
Yeah, because, I mean, if you don't know sea anemones and all this stuff, that place is going to blow your fucking mind.
Wait a minute.
That's a creature that's real?
Maybe I'm brain farting here. You just showed me a picture of a clownfish. But did you ever show a sea anemone? I don't think I was told.
It was the thing that the clownfish was swimming through.
All right, you got to show him again, Shelley.
What?
I'm so pulling it back up.
So this was never a fish? This is like... There's like a sea life shelter?
Yeah, you see those like cool multicolored neon little tubes?
Are those is that like a plant or
that's a living being? I mean, I guess plants
it's
are
a living thing?
Too.
It's an animal. Yes, it's an animal. An invertebrate.
Oh,
do you know what that means, Geoff?
Invertebrate. It means your spleen's inside your body.
Your spleen?
Not like everybody else that has their spleen hanging off them in a sack.
Yeah, not like an exovertebrate. All right. I'm just destroying my brain right now. I don't know. I do not know what it is.
Do you smell toast right now?
I don't. You guys got me on the ropes here. You're asking me to describe things and answer questions. I have no fucking idea.
It's
like I would never buzzer in on any of these Jeopardy questions. I would just be sitting there.
I mean, it's like when you quiz me.
Learning things.
It's like when you quiz me about sports. Like I don't know, but I throw an answer out.
That's my answer.
You don't like
the skeletons on the inside of the intervertebrates. What's that word again?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you on Patreon.
Invertebrate. Yeah.
Our job here is done.
An invertebrate means they have no skeleton.
Like a jellyfish.
You had something to do with bones.
Yeah, you were in the bone zone, as they say.
Yeah, it was. I don't feel so bad about it. I know you guys are clowning on me or whatever, but I'm taking that otter conversation as a win. I think I was heading in the right direction.
You should.
They basically have no skeletal structure, like no backbone. Like you.
So it's like,
that's
not, no one. I did not need that. Really kicked me while I'm down. So I was completely wrong about that. Fair enough. Can't take anything away from that.
Especially since you said the spleen is on the inside first. That was a fun one. Why the spleen? Why was that the first organ you thought of?
I don't even really know what a spleen is, if we're being honest. I was thinking spine, which would have been like the skeleton.
I'm with you. I don't know what the fuck a spleen does.
I mean, I also don't. The only spleen that I'm really familiar with is from Mystery Men.
I was just going to say the same exact thing. The guy that Pee Wee Herman played was called the Spleen, and all he did was fart. So I'm guessing spleens have something to do with farts. Right?
No, because that was the joke. Why are you called the spleen if you fart?
Oh,
okay. The spleen removes old, damaged, or abnormal red blood cells, as well as other foreign bodies from from other foreign bodies like germs. So it's a blood filter.
Ooh. So an animal's spleen is not necessarily something you would want to eat. It's like kind of almost like the body's trash can, although that could be poo as well. We have multiple that might be the recycling bin, and the colon is your trash can.
You both, I would like you both to stand up and point to where you think your spleen is.
Oh, okay. I'll try. See, I think...
I have a guess.
Right here, above my ass.
That was literally my other guess, or that was literally going to be my guess. Are you using your right arm too? You are, right?
Yep, yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was me on the right side of the hip, like right here. That was actually going to be my guess.
Yeah, Geoff
I
and
wanted to go first.
we went the same answer, so it has to be correct, right?
It's actually right here.
Oh, on the upper left front.
So
Damn.
above the intestine,
Ow!
to the left of the stomach, under your left lung.
Shuddy, are you wearing a black metal shirt?
No, it's choking victim. It's punk. But
I like that
it does have a pentagram and upside down crosses on it. Yes.
They went a very black metal route with that shirt, which I appreciate. I have room in my
It's
heart
their
for black
album
metal.
cover for No Gods, No Managers. Great album.
Nice. Well, Geoff, I appreciate you playing along and participating.
And being a good sport.
It was fun, guys. Really fun.
Man, I really don't even.
I'm watching
what's an anecdote that can fucking follow that? Jesus, I have stuff on
I'm
the
watching
rundown.
the RNC right now. I have that like right next to the RNC.
I don't
right
think
next to
politics
Zoom.
was the right follow up.
Well, did you guys see Amber Rose is speaking at the Republican National Convention this year?
What? The girl that
feel
always
like-
has her tits and pussy hanging out?
Yeah, Amber Rose is a fucking minx. She was
I don't know.
she was
kind of
like
looks
a
like
high caliber hip hop hoe.
she looks like
Kinda old school.
Chicken Little with big tits.
And what? And I think JD Vance's lady's fucking hot. That Indian chick.
Yeah, if you just really want to bring us into this conversation, don't you? Like,
I'm sorry. I'll let you guys take it over.
Okay, you know what? I figured out a way to get out of it because, man, anything you throw out past, Geoff trying to identify animals, us trying to identify a spleen, the only thing that's not going to thud is talking about long legs.
oh,
Yeah. I'm very interested. So there are two people. Yes, there are two people in my life, Shuddy, whose movie reviews or suggestions I trust. One of them, first and foremost, is Bill. And the other one, secondary, is Kevin. Bill told me I would hate long legs. And now I'm waiting on Kevin's opinion because my brothers are going to see it tomorrow, discount movie day. And I would like to go.
So wait,
But I also don't want to go see a shitty movie.
is Bill going to go and see it again?
Yeah,
Interesting. Okay.
he's going to go with Cheech.
I mean, I will
so
say...
Bill liked it, right?
I don't even know. I actually didn't get a score. I think he said
Let
it
me
was
see
5,
his-
but he's just down to go see a movie with Cheech.
So his
But-
letterboxed... I apologize. Letterboxd D gave it a 4.
Oh, no, shit. There you go. Then I guess he did like it. Fair
So
enough.
he just thinks you wouldn't like it.
Yeah.
So
Which
here's
is
the thing.
fair.
It is an indie movie, and I think indie movies have an uphill battle with Geoff because Hollywood films, studio films are pretty paint by number, you know? They all follow the same skeleton. If you read the book Save the Cat, it basically gives you, there's one page where it's an outline, and it's like every script has to follow this format. And that's kind of how most Hollywood movies are. Indie films can break away from that. They can, break the mold. They can be a little unconventional. And Long Legs kind of does that. I feel like Neon and A24 put out very similar movies, and this is a Neon film. But it's fucking weird. It's weird. It's creepy. It's got a vibe that is maintained start to finish. It is a little bit like a creepy indie fucking Silence of the Lambs, I guess you could say, because it is an FBI procedural. It is a serial killer, but you're like, all right, are there supernatural things afoot? Are there not supernatural things? What's the explanation for all this?
Is it A24?
No, it's Neon.
Right. Okay. You just said that.
But I mean, I really like Micah Monroe. I think she was awesome in It Follows, and
Gotta look this up. Micah Monroe. She hot?
yeah, she's cute. Really good actor. She crushed It Follows. It Follows is one of my favorite modern horror movies, and everybody knows that I worship at the altar of Cage. And if there's a new creepy Nick Cage movie coming out, I watch everything Nick Cage puts out. According to my Letterboxd, hold on, let me get. I want to get this right. Nicolas Cage. They include documentaries in this, but the star of 142 films. I have seen 92 of them. So anytime
92 out of 100 and how many?
142.
Huh.
So I was very excited for Long Legs.
2/3.
It had me roped in for the whole time. It was creepy. Nick Cage, like I purposefully avoided seeing what Nick Cage looked like in this movie because I think there were stills released that showed it, but I managed to dodge those. You never would have guessed. If they didn't put out a cast list, I don't think you would have known that it was Nick Cage. Like, it does not look like him. There's a lot of prosthetics. He's pasty as fuck. He almost looks like what a lot of these influencers are probably going to look like in 30, 40 years, because he just looks like big lips, plastic surgeryed out. Very creepy, very unsettling. I like the whole procedural aspect of it.
That's not how he actually looks, though, right? That's just like his movie makeup.
Yeah. Yeah, they just made him look super freaky in this. And
Dude, I let Micah Monroe sit on my face.
He's not like he's not in it a ton. You see him a little bit at the beginning, long stretch where you don't see him, and then you just get short little bursts of him just going full fucking Nick Cage flip out weirdo. I enjoyed it. I liked it. I think the one place where it's kind of up in the air of where it will lose Geoff is the third act, like the way it wraps up, because it doesn't answer every question you have in your head. Not everything is wrapped up with like a neat little bow. And honestly, I feel like some of that, I do enjoy that here and there, because sometimes it is the storytellers don't always nail endings. So sometimes when things are left open-ended and you can sort of fill in the blanks yourself, that can be a fun film-going experience. But I would have liked a little bit more explanation, personally, for some of the things that happen. But outside of that, it was creepy. It's got some good jump scares. It's very unsettling. It was shot in a really fucking cool way. And I'm the same as Bill. I sucked for Long Legs dicks. I thought it was good. But Carl was a little bummed out that not everything was fully explained and wrapped up, and I think that's where it'll lose you, Geoff.
I feel like me and Carl see eye to eye on movie stuff.
Yeah. But then again, it is also like hunting a serial killer, and you and Carl both love true crime shit.
It's true. But ultimately, what do you think her score? Did she give you a score?
Yeah, she does the 1 through 10. She gave it a 7.
Why does she do 1 through 10?
You know, Carl likes to march to the beat of her own drum.
Fair enough.
So it's honestly a coin toss. I think the ending is probably going to leave you a little unsatisfied, but I think the movie as a whole is good, and the journey to get there is solid and creepy and interesting. Honestly, it's a coin. I would say still go see it. I mean, you get to see fucking Nick Cage be a weirdo. That's always fun. That's worth the price of admission, especially if it's discount Tuesday movie night.
No, that's actually a good call. Maybe I'll go because of that. But yeah, I mean, I probably don't. I don't know. I was on the fence about it. Everyone says it's, or I've read a lot of people say it was good. So that piqued my interest a little bit. But after that update from my brother, I don't have a lot of hope that I'm going to like it.
Yeah.
I will say it is the deadest spot in the sports calendar. So, I mean, I've been betting women's basketball lately. That's how fucking just dire it is around here. So if there was ever a Tuesday to go see a movie, it's definitely this Tuesday.
You've resorted to betting on Yukon dog sled races, cross country shit.
Not that bad, but I mean, women's basketball. I think I'm 5-2 or 6-2 this year on women's basketball. So I mean, fuck, I'll keep betting it if I can make money.
I mean, what about this weekend? Are you going to go see Twisters?
I'm thinking I'm going to go Tuesday, or maybe because I like to go with Bill when see these movies, and he's got something going on this weekend. So we're either going to go Thursday night when it comes out,
yeah,
or Tuesday.
I mean, I got tickets for Deadpool and Wolverine
instead of Twisters.
I mean, I might sneak a solo Twisters visit in because Carl's not as big as going to the theater as often as I am. Like 2 times in 1 week, and she's like, you just go.
Would she rather see Deadpool and Wolverine than Twister?
So, Carl has never seen an X-Men movie. Never the OG ones from the early aughts. She's never seen the James McAvoy and Fassbender ones. And she's never seen a Deadpool movie. She's never seen Logan. So, we watched... I don't know why we skipped the first one, but we just watched Deadpool 2, and she liked it. The jokes all landed with her. The action was cool. She was into it. Then we watched Logan, because I'm sure they're going to reference Logan in Deadpool and Wolverine, and she liked that.
That's rated R, I thought, right?
Yeah. I'm like, so just combine the two. You get the two of these put together. You like both of them. I'm sure you're going to like Deadpool and Wolverine. So I tried to do as much priming in short time as I could. But I mean, speaking of Carl, so we got the keys to our place in like 2 weeks. So we went mattress shopping, which is not an interesting thing to bring up on a podcast. I know. The only reason I'm bringing this up is we walked into that place and the fucking guy working there blew my mind. He did this like magician cold reading shit. Like he channeled a dead relative. We were looking at beds and he walks up. He's like, "What are you guys looking for? I can see you are a side sleeper and you sleep on your right side." And then he laid down on one of the beds and he's like, "You sleep like this." And Carl was like, "What?" And I just looked at him and I was like, "What's your secret, wizard? How did you immediately guess that?"
Yeah, I mean, he's probably been in the business for a while. How old was he?
I don't know, like maybe in his 50s.
Yeah, maybe
He was like a
fucking
really jacked, like in shape black dude, and he fucking had my number exactly.
So did you buy from him?
Yeah. I was like, "You clearly fucking know mattresses. If you took one look at me and you were like, you sleep like this every night," and laid on a bed and did an impression of me, I was like, "All right, you're either a peeping Tom." Like Carl was straight up like, explain. How did you do that?" And he was like, "Right when you walked in here, your one shoulder like droops lower than the other one." And I was like,
did he also know that you jerk off on your knees?
I didn't show him my knees, but I bet you he would have been like, "You're a knee jacker-offer too, aren't you?" If I was wearing shorts,
awesome.
I'd look over at Carl and be like, "No! I jerk off like everybody else."
Man, I knew this guy didn't know what he's talking about.
Indian style? No, I lay on my back and nut on my face like every other dude. I don't kneel down like a weirdo.
I couldn't nut on my face if I tried, and I have.
Oh, today's the day I get it. It's like when the water fountain at school is on low pressure and it doesn't even like clear the lip protector.
Yeah.
I'm just a fucking giz dribbler.
Yep. Don't got a lot of pressure in this faucet this morning. I guess this morning.
So I'm guessing you guys didn't see anything this weekend?
I saw A Quiet Place day one.
No way.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Um, I prefer the ones with Emily Blunt, but like the action was good. The premise kicked ass. I enjoyed like the ending. And I mean, I do like these Quiet Place movies a lot. This is like post-apocalyptic shit that works. Those those fucking monsters, they actually like piss me off. Like they are good bad guys. Like these motherfuckers. These goddamn motherfuckers. So whenever there aren't many wins that we get on those fucking things, but whenever we do, and I think the next Quiet Place, the third one in the regular series, they're coming out with the third one, right?
Yes.
Isn't that just essentially like we even the odds with these motherfuckers?
That would be a cool plot twist.
Well, that's how I thought the second one kind of ended, where it was like we actually have a strategy for fighting them now, and now we're going to implement the strategy. That's the impression I was left with how the third one's going to go. So I'm hoping the third one is just like we're hunting these fucking things.
Yeah, see, I don't remember. I don't fully remember everything about the ending of the second one. I know they find like more people, and they're like on an island because these things don't like water. I think. Does that sound right? There's people that
now I'm questioning how much I know about the
because there is a connecting thread between A Quiet Place 2 and Day 1. Digimon Hansu is in both of them. So it's like I guess this was like we meet his character and then he shows up at the end of 2. But they never really address it.
Digimon Hasu. That's the guy from Amadeus, right?
Yeah, and no.
Amistad.
Yeah.
Amadeus.
Amistad and Gladiator and Guardians of the Galaxy.
Amadeus, that's not about black guys?
No.
Or he just wasn't in it?
That's about Mozart.
Yeah, it is. It's got that guy F. Murray Abraham. I kind of like him. Jeffrey Jones, the principal from Ferris Bueller. Man, how did I fuck that up? Amistad. Okay.
Yeah.
There it is. That's a dark movie. I've never seen that one.
I have a random brain question about A Quiet Place. If these things are blind and they have to attack people based on sounds and following the sounds, how are they not just fucking tripping over everything? Like, there's a lot of debris in New York City. They're running around the rooftops. They're jumping from building to building. They're like sliding down the glass and then letting go and jumping through a glass ceiling.
Don't they click when they move?
So their clicks are like bat sonar, so they kind of see like Daredevil?
Yeah, exactly. I fell asleep during the first Quiet Place movie. So
it was too quiet.
I didn't like it at all. I hated it. Mostly because it was too quiet. But they do click, right? Like they do.
Yeah, I mean they make monster noises.
Like Ethiopian?
I don't. Again, it's been a while. I've only seen each one of them once, so I don't remember if they have click sonar. But like, still, even with that, if that's the case, if they have click sonar and they're not tripping on anything, then they should be able to see people pretty well if they're being quiet with their little clicks.
Or when they have photographic memory, and when somebody makes a noise, they have that echolocation, and they can maintain the picture of the surroundings. Does that, like, they see like Daredevil in that moment, but they have it memorized.
It's like old school submarine sonar with the little scanning, like boink, boink.
I wonder if even John Krasinski can answer this fucking question.
Yeah,
Maybe it's
because
just like, I don't know. It's just, that's how we did it, bro. I don't know.
that's what
Let's see.
they should
How
do that.
can the monsters in Quiet Place
They should do that in
run?
Quiet Place 3. They should be like, all right, well, we have this island they can't get to, but we've also set booby traps. There's a bunch of like strings and tripwires and Legos scattered on the floor and banana peels. And then we just watch those things just stumble around and eat shit. They should make Quiet Place 4. I'll write it.
Yeah, they just set up little booby traps. I mean, didn't they have like a booby trap set up in the second one?
Think so. Yeah.
Like a fucking bear trap. And yeah, like the kid accidentally steps in it, right?
I think so.
Either that's the first or the second one, I believe. But
Man. Well, how many day one dicks do you suck?
I'll go 3.5.
Yeah, I think that's where I
pretty
landed
good.
on it too. It was
I
enjoyable.
enjoyed it.
So John Krasinski does not. I found it like A Quiet Place monster is explained by John Krasinski, and he doesn't explain how they see, not how they see, but how they don't trip.
Does he explain their genitals and how they mate?
No.
That's a good question.
Because they're blind. What if they just start like fucking a random dog, thinking it's another Quiet Place spider?
You know I don't like bestiality, bro.
It's not a bestiality when there's two beasts.
Oh, that's true. I mean, are the Quiet Place aliens mammals? Who knows?
They use echolocation. They do use echolocation.
All right, so that explains them not tripping all over the ruins of New York City.
Correct.
But does John Krasinski say what their genitals look like?
I already answered that. No. 100% no.
Well, god damn it. They better address that in Quiet Place 3.
Analysis.
Yeah. All right, well. That was a funky adventure, huh?
Yeah, dude.
Guys, calm down. It's too much. It's too fucking much. You're going to scare everybody away with your over-exuberance.
Well, I have nothing. I mean, I've added as much as I can to a conversation about movies I haven't seen or don't like. Have either
That's
of
how
you
I felt about all the animal conversation.
Geoff, describe what a Quiet Place monster's penis looks like, and I will draw it. The balls, are they round, triangles?
I mean, see that energy. It's obviously a micro chub.
All right, so you're tapped out, Shuddy?
No, on Quiet Place, not on.
Life?
We can not on. Yeah, not on Life or on the podcast. Just on.
I'm ready.
Quiet
I'm ready to
Place
throw in the
monsters.
towel on life. Life has been gay lately.
Well. All right, everybody. Well, thank you for listening.
Oh, wow.
If you're enjoying yourselves, please check out patreon.com/Mad Scientist Party Hour. There is an endless ocean of content waiting for you. The newly revived Dragon Ball Queef, as we mentioned earlier, it is back. And if you're on the $5 tier, you get the bonus podcast that we do every week, along with the new episodes of Crafter Geoff Shuddy Edition when that takes place. And guess what? It's taking place right now! New episodes are coming out. As long as... when did the Olympics start?
Next week.
Oh, no. So this week might be the last one before they take a fucking stupid Olympic break.
Let's see. I'm looking at the.
Which is crazy, because I feel like every time MasterChef is airing new episodes, they take like 3 breaks. They're like, oh, well, it's the fucking Olympics. I bet you they're still going to have a new episode of House of the Dragon. What's your excuse, MasterChef?
That's different.
Not
That's
in my
different.
eyes. It's a show. If a new episode comes out of one show, a new episode should come out of the other. Damn it. We need Jeff's food chub score to keep America going.
Keep America great again.
But hey, you know what? When they decide to slack off, we do like a supermarket queefs, where we do a commentary episode on an episode of Supermarket Sweep. You know, that game show from the 90s that was on Lifetime? Yeah. Deep cuts, baby. Deep cuts! Only the deepest of cuts.
On face value, it doesn't sound that fun, but we make it fun as fuck.
Yeah. I mean, you think, hey, some guy in a podcast described an otter. No way that could be entertaining. But we found a way. Just like we do when we have to do an episode of Supermarket Queefs. Shuddy, it looks like you're on the tail end of research. Do you have anything to report?
I'm trying to find a schedule, but I can't find anything that goes past this week.
Right? Because they like to blindside us. They like to trick us.
Yeah, they don't want to. They don't want to under promise or over promise and under deliver.
But don't worry. Even when they shortchange you, we're right there with a solution. We don't believe in trickle down punishments. So just because Master Chef wants to punish us by taking time off, we're still going to give you content. But long-winded way of saying, hey, sign up to our Patreon. Patreon.com/Mad Scientist Party Hour. If you would like to see this episode and a whole shitload of others, if you want to see what the artist rendition of Jeff's otter looks like, youtube.com/Mad Scientist Party Hour. You can also follow us on Instagram. I'm at Kevin Kraft.
At Shuddy Boy.
At Geoff Records.
And at MSPH Podcast and at John Cooper Movie. Are you still putting out new episodes of Outkick Bets with Jeff Clark whilst betting on ancillary sports?
Well, I'm probably going to do one this week for golf's final major, the Open Championship, or for us North Americans, the British Open. I got to connect with one of my co-writers and homies who also gamble on golf, see if we can craft some time up or figure out time to connect on that tomorrow. Otherwise, I'll be doing some NFL previews in the beginning of August. That's all I got. But I am also doing a weekly article giving out my picks for Saturday's stakes races at the Saratoga. So that's like at Saratoga race course. So that's what I got going on in the betting front.
Betting the ponies.
Yeah, I actually do pretty good in those. I'm struggling though in fucking golf, and it's crushing me. It's crushing me spiritually, emotionally, financially.
I mean,
it's hurting all the ways.
Golf seems like the trickiest one. Like if you're betting on sports, there's like a handful of teams, but aren't there like a fuckload of golfers? Yeah,
I mean, you bet a game and there's one or two outcomes, right? You either win or you pick the winner or the loser, or over under the total points. But golf, in the golf tournament, there's 150 players sometimes, so it's tough to figure out which one's going to get there. And I had a lot of success in the first 2 years of doing it, and I am getting fucking smacked this year. I have a bunch of second place finishes, which I've kind of made or is making and breaking my season, but it sucks. It sucks, but football is right around the corner, and I can't wait for that.
Yeah, you'll have a football boner before you even realize it.
Absolutely. You can't fucking wait for football.
All right, Puminati.
Me either, buddy.
Thank you guys so much for listening. If you are a subscriber to the Patreon, we'll see you in a little bit. For everybody else, we'll catch you next time, friends. But until next time, something.